Hello everyone and welcome back to another tutorial video. Today we are going to be talking about a web-based streaming app called Melon. With this app, you are able to go live on your stream with as little as 5 clicks. So if you have seen other familiar browser-based streaming apps, this is going to look familiar to you, but this is from the folks behind Streamlabs. And you guys know how much I like Streamlabs and what you're able to do with that suite of tools. And so with that being said, we're going to dive in today for the next few minutes, and I'm going to show you how you can utilize this tool for free. Now, there is a paid version. I'm telling you that now. If you want to check out the Melon app, you can do so by clicking the link in the description of this video. It'll take you directly to this page where you can log in to any of your streaming services, any of your accounts, and start going live immediately. So let's go ahead and jump into it, and I'm going to show you kind of what you can do. So as you can see here, there is one video source going directly to your stream so far. This is what they call the studio. When you log in, you're going to have to link a service. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here and we're going to go to our studio, as you can see here, and I have logged in. But if I go to settings, and then under settings here, I go to platforms, you're going to see that you can link up YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch directly, and then you'll have others that you can link custom. So if there are other streaming services in the future or currently that they don't have, you can just, add the link here and then end up going live very, very simply. When you sign up for the first time, it's going to ask you to log in with one of these services, either Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube. Whichever one you're going to use primarily is probably the one that I would go with. And then once you've done that, you can always go back to where we are now and click Link Account like I just said, and then log into another separate account, and then click the Login button and log into that service as well. It will ask you to authorize and give Melon access to be able to connect with that platform. Just hit authorize and connect. And as you can see, I now have my Twitch and my YouTube channel linked up to Melon. The interface is very simple. It's very easy to navigate. I like to think of it as streaming for the rest of us, right? Whereas Streamlabs OBS or OBS Studio or something like Ecamm Live, all of them are great tools. This is a streaming tool that if you just want to go live, you want it to look good immediately, you want to be able to bring folks on, share your screen, do all of the fun stuff, take donations, do all the normal stuff, you can do that directly within Melon. All right, we've linked up our accounts, we're good to go. We want to hop back over to our studio. The first thing you're going to see here, obviously, is your options over here on the left, where you can see this is where your video feed is over here on the left. But before we add that video back in, what we're going to want to do is set up our microphone and our video. That's going to be the first thing you want to do. So right here next to mute, where you see the microphone icon, click the up arrow there. It's going to show you your audio input and then your audio output. Audio input, very simply put, is just your microphone. So click the drop-down menu, find the source, whichever it is for your microphone. Mine is my Scarlett 2i2, which is my audio interface, and then your audio output is wherever your headphones are plugged into or whatever you want to use for your output source for your audio. Next, click the up arrow next to the stop video icon, and as you can see, here I am right here. My video input is something that's a USB device. For me, it's a cam link. For you, it may be a Logitech C920 webcam. Whatever you're wanting to use for your video source, main primary video source and webcam, that's going to be right here. Resolution, you can change this by selecting the drop-down menu. I like to choose 1080, 30 FPS. You can go 720. It really doesn't matter. You can change that here just to make it whatever you want it to be. And then when you're ready, just click off that somewhere and you are now good to go. All right. As you can see here into the invite guest options over here, your video is going to have a addition symbol on it. If we click that addition symbol, here I am. The video is now into the studio, and this is what everyone's going to see. Anything that you see here on this actual canvas here within the app, this is what folks are going to see when you hit that go live button. Okay, make sure you understand that. Now, the fun behind this is that you can easily invite guests onto your site. So what we can do is we can go here and go to invite guest. As you can see in the upper left-hand corner, if we click that link there, it'll say link copied. That'll copy a direct link. Now, what do your guests need? Nothing. They don't need to download anything. They don't need to have an account. They just need this link. Click on it, a microphone and a webcam if you want them to have one. They're good to go. You can bring them on the stream. As you can see, if I hop over to my Gmail, I have a kind of a draft email here showing, hey, click this link to join my stream. Here's the Melon app link right here. They click that, then they'll come up on the left-hand side over here with an addition symbol over their image or webcam, whatever it may be. Click that, and then you'll have a multicam kind of setup here where you're on one side, they're on another. And then in the lower left-hand corner, you can see I don't have another guest here, so I can't show you directly. But you can see if you want to change the layout, you can have, yourself, your cam next to theirs. You can have 3 people. You can have up to 6 people with the paid version currently. And obviously, they're always going to be updating and kind of releasing new features as software like this normally does. Now, that's how you bring people on and take people off. If they're misbehaving, you want to remove them, you just hit this minus symbol, they're gone. Look, you can't see anything anymore. And then hit the addition symbol, and you're good to go. You can always edit what your name is within the app. As you can see here, I'm about to show you kind of what that's for here, and we'll jump back over to that in a second. All right, now, the fun begins when you can go to the edit screen option, which is right here, right next to the green go live button. You're going to see something that says edit settings. This is going to bring up this bar over on the right-hand side of my screen. We are going to go top to bottom. Now, my name, as it's known in this app, is Dusty Porter. If I only wanted to show my first name, then I just type in my first name. As you can see, I've just changed my name, I've typed it in, and then if I have the participants' names option checked right here, my name will show up right here in the upper left-hand corner, okay? If I uncheck that, all names are removed. This is great for podcasters and people bringing on guests. It'll show their names as kind of an upper or a lower third, whatever you want to call it. That way people know who's coming in and coming out of your stream. Very easy, very simplistic. It's just a checkbox whether or not you want to show the name or not. Audio status. If I check this here, you can see that my microphone is hot. That means that they can hear me and anything that I say is going through on the stream. I normally wouldn't check that, but if you want to show the guest that, hey, you are live on a microphone on a stream, you can check that as well. TTS on guest join. This is text to speech. If a guest joins, I really would never do this, but if you want an automated voice that says, hey, Dusty has joined the stream, then you can turn this on or off right here on the sidebar. Now, next is going to be our logo. Currently, you just see the Powered by Melon kind of logo here, but if we check this here, your logo, if you upload it, will go here. So I'm going to upload a logo now and show you exactly what that looks like. All right, I'm going to go and click on Upload New Image. I'm going to go to my desktop, and I'm going to find my podcast logo here on my desktop, and I'm going to double-click that or click Open right here, and it's going to now upload that image or logo as you see here. And then if I check that box there, you can see my logo is now embedded as a watermark on my stream, just as simple as that. You just upload an image, and you are good to go. And again, if you want to show it or not show it, you just click the checkbox. It'll dictate whether or not that image is being shown on the stream. Next is going to be the banner. This right here where you see Live with Dusty, I can uncheck this. That will remove that entirely. Now, I can change what that says by going right here underneath banner, and where it says Live with Dusty, I can go to Live with Dusty Porter, just like this, and you can see that changes that instantaneously. You can do that as you are streaming, and if you just don't want to show that, you just uncheck it just like you would any other option here on the sidebar. One of the most fun options is the ticker option. As you can see here, I've already typed something in. I typed in, this is a scrolling ticker, put any type of promo text here. So as you can see, if you have something that you get questions about very frequently within your stream, you can go here and put that as a kind of PSA, as a ticker, as you can see here, and it will continually scroll and loop back and forth on the stream, and you can change that text at any time by going to ticker, typing in the text here, and then making sure it is checked on the right side here on the screen. And lastly, we have our backgrounds. If you want to, you can upload a new background, as you can see, by selecting something like we did the logo, or if we scroll down and you are a premium member, you get access to all of these really nice and fun backgrounds here. So if I remove my webcam, you can see on the stream, I now have a really nice, fun background. I'll remove the ticker just so you can kind of see what that looks like. So you can upload new backgrounds very simply. You just click on the Upload New Background option, find the background on your screen, double-click or hit Open, and that new background will be inserted as a new asset that you can use within your streams. Now, the only time that they would see this background, obviously, is, possibly when you have two guests on, one's here, one's there, or if you are sharing your screen. In order to share your screen, it's the middle option here where you go to Share Screen. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to select the desktop that I want to share and click on Share. As you can see, it becomes another asset over here, just like my webcam. So my webcam is one asset, my screen is another asset. Any guests that are being added on to this stream will be added here underneath the guest options on the left-hand sidebar, just like this. So I can click the addition symbol. As you can see, my webcam goes over to the left over here. And now, as you can see, I have my other desktop that is being recorded or shared over here on the right side. Now, if I wanted to, I could move over here. So now my desktop is smaller and my webcam is the bigger option here, and I can drag these back and forth. And the same thing works for guest. If a guest is over here and you're over here and you want to move the layout of where you are on the screen, you can just click, drag, put them where you want them on the screen. If I want to remove that, I just hit the minus symbol over here, and now I just have my desktop, and now I just have my webcam. Or if I want, I can remove both of them and then add the screen back, and now all you can see is my desktop or my shared screen, and then I can add in at any time a guest or myself to talk over whatever's going on the desktop. All right, and now the last thing that I want to show you is going to be the ability to pull up stream comments directly here within Melon. It's probably one of my favorite features about these browser-based apps when it comes to streaming is the ability to interact with your audience in a new way, is bringing their comment onto the stream. It makes them feel special. It's a pretty cool little feature. And if you want to do that, what you would do is you would go to Show Chat. Right here where it says Show or Hide Chat, you can see you have a private chat where you can say things between you and your guest. That way the stream doesn't see that. Or right here you have your Stream Chat. Click on Stream Chat, and obviously I'm not live right now, but if I was, you would see the Stream Chat over here on the right-hand side. Stream would be going top to bottom. You can actually just click or highlight a comment over here on the right-hand side. That would show up as a lower third, just like the banner does. If we go here and we go to Edit Screen, and then we make the banner visible like this, you would see a comment right here where it says Live with Dusty Porter. You would see that specific comment that you're highlighting as you clicked it right here. And when you want to take that off the screen, you click it again, and it has been removed. Now, this is streaming made simple, okay? There's no other way of putting it, right? Are you going to have more customization with other tools like Streamlabs OBS? Obviously you will. But if you just want to bring guests on and you want to go live and you want it to look good and you want to have some nice clean lower thirds, this is the way to go, okay? There's so many great features throughout this app that allow you to, within just a few clicks, go live. And I've showed you how to do that. If you have any questions about how to use anything within Melon, please let me know in the comment section below. I really would appreciate that. Don't forget to like and share this video if you think there's someone who could find this useful. And I will see you guys in the next video.